I decided to go to Ondra's gift next. It's the one of the 5 areas of Defiance Bay, and I haven't visited Heritage Hill or Brackenbury yet because I wanted to see Ondra's gift first. I think I got one quest here, or at least one, and I need to search for Vienna and Ondra's gift because of the Commander Cleaver that he wants to build some Animacy robots or something, trained soldiers with Dunstan. Anyway, I went into the Scrivener's dormitory and they pointed me to Ondra's gift, so here I am. And I think that's it. And I might... That's Brackenbury. Maybe this is connected to the Long Hunt because Sagani needs to get to a cliff. And the sea is over here, but I'm not sure there's a cliff. But I guess we'll find out. And that's it, I guess. There are no other quests here. No, this is not it. And that's here, Heritage Hill. So yeah, let's see what we got. There's a pretty big area. It's kind of a maze actually. And there is a harbor over here. And there are a few entrances. Here's an abandoned house. Colfeck? What kind of name is that? Colfeck's house. Ada's house, a lot of houses. The Salty Mess sounds like a tavern or something. There's an exit. Another abandoned house. Wow. Not a really popular neighborhood. Valiant Trading Company could be interesting. Ramshackle house, and there's a lighthouse. And before we go in any one of these houses, I'm going to check the exterior first. So that's what we're going to do. I guess we'll make a round like this. Yeah. We'll just see as we go along. Let's talk to some people. Yeah, I already know that. And there's another crier. An unfortunate mishap. A young lad has lost several fingers whilst toying with a sharpened blade. Wonder who could that be? I guess it was. What was his name again? Forgot about him. The one from the quest. Anyway, got nothing to do with that. Take some cheese, thank you. The refugees over here. These days it's rare to find folks who'll do so much for strangers. Yep. We've had a bad harvest before, but this year was the worst it's ever been. You anything new to say? I'm down to my last few coppers. What I'm going to do? Not sure. Work? You're from the White That Wents. Must be nice to get away from the cold. Yeah, I guess. More people over there. Ooh, and the house. With his crooked and missing shingles, the roof resembles a prize fighter's gap-toothed smile. I don't see it. Some commoners rambling on about some stuff. Yeah. Keep talking. Ooh, a statue. Can't expect that. Let's go check this side before we head down. Ooh, there's a sailor. What's your problem? He's drunk. Very stereotypical, he's a sailor. What kind of name is that? Charismatic. And that leads to Heritage Hill. You got anything to say on that matter? I know that already. So I could go this way, but let's go to check this way first. Let's head down in systematically way. Why isn't the Duke doing more to help us? Well, he's in the meeting. So I guess this is where all the refugees are, because they come with a boat. These houses look a little shabby. It's for the poor people, I guess. More commoners, no nobles here. Terrible shame about the ship that wrecked right at the docks. Mind your tongue around the gift. Can't trust most folk here. Well, thank you for letting me know that. Some kind of shipyard over here. And oh, this is where I started. So let's go down further. See what's going around in this corner. shady business, another drunkard. Every sailor is drunk in this part of town. Typical. English vibe or something, like I'm walking in London, 1500 or something. Yeah, before we descend this way, all the way to the harbor, let's stay off the wooden paths and cross this bridge first, and then see what this is all about. Or maybe we can... Let me check. There's no shortcut, I think. Oh, this is some kind of outskirt. This is where the, what was the name? The salty mast. Ooh. Thieves? What happened? Noble, you're in the wrong part of town. What are you thinking? This man's fancy clothes are ripped and blood flows from a fresh cut above his eye. He tries to push himself up, but his arm is shaking. He winces painfully. Yeah, help him up. Sure. Thank you, he gasps as he rises. My head. What happened? He carefully dabs at his bloody nose with his silk handkerchief. I was just on my way to the club. He slowly stretches out one leg, grimacing at his scraped knee. It's a rough part of town, but the rebels never been violent. Even a night with Ikali isn't worth this. He limps away. I guess that's it. Well, he can still walk, and he's not really limping. You just want to get home. Sure you do. Your blood is all over the floor. Let me check the map to get my bearings. Yeah, you know what? Let's go just this way, since I'm here now. Let's check the club. Can I? No? It ain't clickable? Ah, the salty mast. I already knew that. And there's some kind of soul thingy on the water over there. Can I check the water? Oh really, you have to go all the way through there. Then I'll wait for it. Can I get to it somehow? Guess not. Surrounded by scattered planks, it isn't clear whether the skiff has been half built and abandoned or cannibalized for lumber. Some more of the crystals, who are typical for Pillars of Eternity. And now we're on the wooden planks. Can we go down there? No, I guess not. But how do we get to there? I have to check that later. I can't seem to click on it. I guess I'm not at the right spot. I don't know. And this is a dead end actually. Oh really? This place is kind of in a bad shape. Okay, let's head back. Guess there's no other option. Oh, this is, I guess this is the ship they were talking about. Hit a rock, and I guess I can get there somehow. Interesting. Oh, maybe, okay, I can send it in the water, I guess. Let's do that. So let's run back. Back up. All the way to there. I love it when the sounds effect change in every region you are in. There were lots of hustling and bustling in the first fires, and I think it was Copper Lane as well. And here I can hear the ocean noises, with seagulls and stuff, and water hitting the walls and stuff. Yeah, I can get in. So let's check that soul over there. We're all getting wet here. Mud squelches underfoot, crabs scuttle out of the debris. And can I check it? Therein, a young boy's corpse lies at your feet, half covered in dirt and seaweed. His hands have stiffened around a dagger. A soul lingers nearby, something confused and lost in the seaside fog. And they're just leaving him there. I guess reach towards the soul. And I got a task. As you reach for the soul, it lashes out, glowing mist strikes at the air around you. The soul can't touch you, but you feel it burn with a feeble, uncontrolled rage. It's okay, I'm here to help you. The soul flickers, it ripples toward you timidly at first. As it swirls around you, you experience wonder, fear and the joy of running between the ships at noon. With a jolt, it pulls you into the streets around the salty mast. I guess now we find out how he died. Women with painted faces weave between men stumbling in and out of the lamplight. Father's gone in for a drink, just like always. He said it'd only be a few minutes, but it's been hours. The men guarding the door only laugh when you try to explain this. There's always a back door. In an alley, two men have cornered a woman. Her cheeks are streaked with tears. She's backed against the wall and looking away. They're inching closer. You step forward. The men barely acknowledge you, but the woman looks at you, a plea in her eyes. You've seen that look in abused strays. In your hollow-born sister, that time father took her from her splintering cradle and to the filled wash basin. You were brave that day. A knife in the thug's belt. It's in your hands, and now it's in his thigh. You're small and fast, but not fast enough. Fingers bite into your arm, and the muddy boot sails toward your face. Then everything is muffled by cold, brackish water. The soul retreats from you. It pulses with a question. Well, that's a little depressing. Yeah, I guess you can go with option 3. You did a brave thing, boy. The gods will reward you in the next life. Darren's soul absorbs his thought and ebbs in the ocean mists around the dock. Yeah, take the dagger, I guess. The boy's small hands are rigid in death. But you pry the dagger free. It looks too large and too expensive to have belonged to him. The letter B is carved into the pommel. So I guess we need to find the killer. Brave Darren. Oh, not really. I guess we need to find his family. And the dagger belonged to Darren's killer. But we have to find his family first, I guess. But it's a tragic ending for this boy. And maybe the civilian talked about this boy instead of the one from the quest. Is that a enemy? What is that? An Animat. Oh. 2 Animats in a rain blight. Why are there enemies in this part of town? What? I guess the justiciars just let it flood.
Ready,
they seem to be quite tough, so let's assume the worst. I haven't had a fight in a time. So let's see if I still got the knack for it. The rain blight is healing itself.
That's no worry.
Focus on the Animat.
On your word.
This is not going fast enough.
Point the way.
Let's put on some spells. She can use anything. I should give those scrolls to another person. Come on. And go. And good work. There's another rain blight. Where are they all coming from? They're still healing themselves. One down. Need to be careful now. That was close. Heal him. I guess it leaves the rain blight, so we're going to be okay, I think. And yeah, we did it.
I think it may be time to strike up camp.
Maybe. I didn't expect a fight in this region. Guess they were protecting the ship. Some daggers and wooden shields. Interesting. Primal water, copper, and some shattered animate armor. Okay. Maybe inspect the ship. And within scepter spike, what is this? This looks like the top portion of a scepter. There's a short spiraled spike at one end for attaching the finial. So I guess we need to find the other part. Barnacles and rusted hulls of this beached boat. Something the jagged Adra fingers most likely has clawed deep rifts in the wood. Whoever tried to sail through them must have been desperate or inexperienced. Interesting. And nobody seems to care about what happens here. It's really unattended. The guards just let it happen. Some more stuff. A scepter. Ah, this is another part of the scepter. This looks like the base of a scepter. It seems to have broken cleanly from the section above it. Can I connect? Who has it? It's in my chest, I think. Can I? No, it doesn't connect. Then we need to bring it to Dunstan to meld it. Yeah, let's check where I'm at it. Where am I? Okay. Can even go into the kennels. Until there, I guess. See if we can find a way up here somewhere. This place is in total shambles. Oh, come on, another enemy. Okay, let's go for the Rain Blight first this time, because he's annoying. Because it heals himself. We're too late. We need something stronger for this.
Yes?
Use your power attack.
That's not very helpful.
Good work. Now kill the enemies. I guess we're making these things with the quests that Commander Clifford gave me. Animats to protect the city. Thank you. Muscles cling to the bricks and planks, their shell sharp enough to cut flesh.
Of course.
Some more loot and a way up. Thank you for the
Sure.
more loot. What's this? Another part of the scepter. A shaft. Inscribed runes invoke and channel the wielder's essence. So now it's complete. Not yet, maybe? I don't know. So why is it protected? And I guess that's it for the channel. Or can I go in here? No, I can't go further. So let's get out of this mess. Where do I end up? Oh, okay, it's good. At the place where we wanted to go, crossing the bridge. Yeah. There's a valiant sailor. A touch of sophistication would do much good around here. Yeah, you said it. Thank you for the beer. Needed one. A brutish warrior has arrived seeking employment. He was nearly set upon by... Guess we have to address that later. Sailors, what do you want? We've been long at sea, now it's time to unload, and I don't mean our cargo. It's a wonder we didn't riddle our bow full of holes trying to anchor near those cursed Adra levies. Well, they're not drunk, for a start. And we still haven't found Aviana, so maybe she's somewhere inside, but still have to explore some more. The valiant soldier seems agile and well trained. The ropes dangling from the crane sway in the ocean breeze. Another soldier.
God's damn
that son of a curve.
Who are you? Pelagina. The angry woman clenches her jaw and stares out toward the harbor with glimmering golden eyes. Eventually sensing your presence, she turns her feathered head toward you. Want to run it down on his luck Valiant Trading Company? If you have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it. She clenches her jaw and continues quietly. As long as you're willing to clean up a few bloodstains. Yeah, what's going on? Exactly. If I knew that, I'd be in a better mood. The only thing I know exactly is that Mestre Verzano is determined to wind up in a grave before the season turns. The woman looks back at the warehouse for a moment and grimaces. Everybody grimaces in this game. After a slight nod in your direction, she storms off. So I guess we need to follow her inside. We'll do that later. See where in what mess we can get into. A torch, thank you. Mestre Verzano gives the orders around here. Guess so. And this is the trading company. Yeah. And why are you outside, Cartugo?
Hail and well met.
Come take a look at my wares. Exotic goods shipped straight from the Republics and Old Valia. Got something interesting? Some rings, belts, amulet, jewelry, accessories. I'll check that later. Exploring Ondra's gift. Elaborate paths. Let's go this way first. What club? Elitist bastards. Elitist. Maybe in first fires, I guess. Some more refugees. Business around here took a hit when Stalwart's mines dried up. Have I been here before? I didn't think so. So check out this portion. Is this another house? That isn't on the map. And there are two stuff. Did you kill the boy? Hello? What are you looking at? Get out of my face. I got nothing to say to you. And you have, I guess. And well, this is going to be a fight. I got as much right to stand there as the guys going into that whorehouse. It's a whorehouse. They don't like what I got to say, they can go someplace else. Oh really, he gets to the point really quickly. Because his name starts with the B, he connected the dots. Yeah, let's not accuse him yet. Show him the dagger you found on Darren. This belonged to you? That's mine alright. No one touches my dagger and lives. No, I guess I'll fight him. I hope I win though. I'd like to see you try. He's surrounded already. Let's see if we can easily deal with these people. A lot of fighting going on in this place. Not sure if I like it.
How may I help?
I like the peace and quiet of the city. But now it's getting serious again.
What?
Yeah, that seems like a good spell. You need some healing.
Yes?
Where's Durance? No, that's not Durance. Good work. Well, it's going alright. Let's kill this dog first. And leaves one more.
Let's go!
Good work.
We'll fare better if we get some sleep.
We'll do that later. And there's a lot of loot and even a grimoire. A waterlogged grimoire. And the wand and some other stuff. Really good money. Thank you.
Can't move now.
And who can move? Ooh, I'm really full. Guess we'll have to clear up later. And it's still snowing.
Sure.
Did I check this one already? Yep. I guess this is the whorehouse. We'll definitely go in there later. see what's going on. And yeah, I guess I killed Bregan, his crony, so that's at least I got my revenge for the family. If we find the family, I could tell them the good news. Yeah, same stuff. Wait, where am I now? Let's go this way. Now hiring builders, no experience needed. Tell me about it. Who are you? Nia.
Good day, stranger.
As you approach, she eagerly turns to you. You're interested in doing some construction work. Her clothes are simple but nicer than most you've seen in Ondra's gift. Pays good money. I take it you're having trouble finding workers? Workers who aren't superstitious cowards anyway. She shakes her head. I offer good coin, but as soon as I tell them about job, they say an oath to the Lady of Lament and spit over the dock. They all think the lighthouse is haunted, ever since the floods of Ondra's gift. Echoes of the war, the floods certainly claimed enough souls to pack a lighthouse full to bursting. So Ondra's gift was flooded. That explains the mess. Back at the end of the War of Defiance, it was one of the finishing blows to the Adyrn military. Cost us a lot though. The whole district was supposed to be evacuated, but not everyone left in time. The Adyrns put anyone they found to the sword. The lucky ones who escaped the slaughter drowned hours later when Hadred's forces broke the dams. Locals say the lighthouse keeper was one of the people who stayed behind, and one of the last to die. She shrugged. I don't know why that makes the lighthouse any more haunted than the rest of the gift, but there you have it. Have you gone inside? I guess we got a haunted lighthouse. Who, me? She laughs nervously. Not exactly. See, my health is rather delicate, and all that dust. She sighs. All right. When I saw two Amoa deckhands running as fast as they could down the pier, I lost my nerve too. Yeah, I could take a look. I mean, I'm the problem solver here. Good, about time someone put an end to this foolishness. She rummages in her pocket and pulls out a skeleton key. As she hands it to you, she hesitates. Just be careful. Not that I believe the ghost stories, but it's an old building, so watch your step. We'll have some questions about it. Do you know what might be inside to the lighthouse? If only. Naya shrugs. It's been uninhabited since they flooded Ondra's gift. So tell me about the flooding of Ondra's gift. Hadred ordered it near the end of the War of Defiance. It was one of the finishing blows to the Adyrn military. I already know that. So what are you building? An inn, allegedly. She brushes a single loose strand of her burn behind her ear. The gift needs a spot with a little more class than the salty mast. This district has been in the dumps since the War of Defiance. It seemed ready for some fresh development, so imagine my excitement when I find this place, 3 floors tall and right on the water, for sale at a reasonable price. I guess it's below water. Standing on a roof. The seller suggested that there were other interested buyers, so I closed the deal before I'd taken time to really look into it. Stupid, she shakes her head. Being from New Heomar, I thought about the floods, but I didn't know about the superstitions surrounding the lighthouse. And the seller was long gone by the time I found out. At this point, it'll be a miracle from the Lady of Lament herself if I make my investment back. Well, maybe if the ghost will leave the lighthouse, we might get some business. Anyway, you're not from Defiance Bay, are you? She laughs bitterly. What gave it away? The accent, or the fact that I was a dupe who paid good coin for this place? The second. Can't hear your accent. I'm from New Hammer, in Heomar, on the northern coast. It's smaller than Defiance Bay, so I came here hoping for some fresh opportunities, and maybe the chance to do a little good in this neighborhood. Well, farewell. And there's a new quest, the Wailing Banshee. We need to investigate me in this part. Whoa. Another sailor who's not drunk. We've been long at sea, now it's time to unload, and I don't mean our cargo. Ooh, what do you mean? The whorehouse is over there, man. And did I come here before? Yeah, we passed it, but I didn't talk to this guy, Imitol. Some payday this turned into. What happened? An old man paces the dock and looks out over the water. He's fussing over something large and round, which he constantly shifts from one hand to the other. You're not certain whether his wide-eyed, gape-mouthed expression marks surprise or fear. It seems he isn't either. You don't look like a guard. He examines you and your equipment more closely. Say, you wouldn't be interested in making some carpets, would you? He shows you the object in his hand. It's a large round opal with wooden runes carved into it. It glistens with his sweat. See the ships that went down over there? I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. I think I already did. 3 parts of a scepter, maybe? Yeah, tell me more about this missing cargo. He licks his lips. We started in cold morn, and we're making our way down the river, loading and unloading as we went. Business as usual. So, what exactly happened? He massages the opal in the clammy palm. When we reached Aina's Rest, we may have agreed to take on a few crates from some place called Cleaben Ryleg. A couple of the lads snuck a peek at the cargo, saw suits of armor and a broken scepter. Here we go. He shrugs. Don't know why anyone would want a broken anything, but these animancers will buy dirty stockings if you say they come from the ruins. He closes his hand around the opal in a white-knuckled grip. We were almost to Defiance Bay when the screaming started. I've seen my share of barroom brawls, but this sounded different. I was topside with the captain, but he and the first mate went below decks to see what all the commotion was about. When they didn't come back, I looked into the hold. He shudders. I saw one of those suits of armor walking around all by itself. It was covered in blood. When it saw me, it started running for the hedge, so I closed it. He squeezes his eyes shut. I already defeated them. You pathetic old dog. So how did the ship get here? He rolls the stone beneath his hands. I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best as I could, but I hit rocks as we were passing Breckenbury. I barely made it to Ondra's gift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I'd given up on the cargo, not to mention the payday, when one of the lads pulled this up in his nests. He shows you the opal again. It's part of that scepter, from what I recall. There were 3 other pieces, and I'd bet you anything they're somewhere in the shallows too. If anyone can find them, there'd be profit to follow. Well, I got them. I already found the missing pieces. His bristle eyebrows rises to peak. You mean you got past those armored monsters? I don't know how. He shakes his head. Listen, if you're willing, I'll give you this last piece. He holds up the opal, in the name of someone who'll buy it all. All I want is 200 pence for getting the cargo here. Sound fair? Really? I mean, I found it. You didn't do anything. Yeah, you want 200 pence for locking the rest of the crew in the hold and sinking the ship? Look, he rubs the back of his sunburned neck. How about 100? I'm just trying to get by until the next job. I don't have a choice right now, so yeah, fair enough. He accepts your money and gives you the opal. It's still warm from his hands. He'll want to go to the Breckenbury Sanitarium and find Nance. She'll know more about this artifact, and I know for a fact she's brought them from our crew before. Immatul gazes out over the water. Anything else you need? Yeah, tell me about Ondra's gift. He scratches his sunburned scalp. You're bald. We've got docks, fishing, and steady ship traffic. All this, he waves at the listing shanties crowded against one another. They sprang up around the docks. It's the poorest district in Defiance Bay, but one of the liveliest. He grins, and for lively nothing beats the salty mast. You do better to ask a younger than me if you want to know about that place. He nods toward a large round building to the east. Well, it's getting quite a reputation. So how's business? He spits into the water. I'll be glad to sail with captains who's more careful about their cargo from now on. I don't give a worm's wings about the Duke's trafficking laws, but I'm too old to fight ancient horrors. He takes a deep breath of the salty air. I just want to enjoy my twilight years doing an honest day's work. Immatul doesn't sound like a Derwooden name, does it? That's because it isn't. I'm from the Ixom Middle Plains, a broad savanna north of the Deerwood. Not so different from the ocean in a way. There are places where you can stand and turn a full circle and see nothing but the winds making waves in the grass. He watches the surf lapping against a wrecked boat. But in moments like this, I wonder what business a plainsman like me had taken to the water. Thanks for the info. Farewell. And there's a new task, clandestine cargo. And for that we need to be in the Breckenbury Sanitarium. Got some more tasks there. And that leaves this part. So let's go further south. There's a lot going on in this place. There's another sailor over here. Oh, we already talked to the man. Another one. The sailor gives you once over, sizing you up.
A dozen Adiran ships were shattered against these levies during the War of Defiance. Best to heed the astrologers, I find, where tides are concerned.
Place gets my blood beating in all the right places.
Some party banter. And that is the dead end. Yep, I know that. It's always bittersweet sailing from home, but seeing exotic locations is a decent enough trade-off. I guess it is. And that is a dead end, and it leaves the part where we enter the lighthouse. And there's loot over here. And another dude. Who are you? Marcino. This young lanky sailor is wringing his cap anxiously, sweat beading on his furred brow. His eyes widen as you approach, and he takes a few steps forward.
Gods keep you.
If you have a more moment, you're not from around here, right? You don't look like you're from the docks. He looks around nervously. Could use your help. Everybody does in this area. Yeah, what makes you think I'm not from around here? Pale elf. We don't see many like you around here is all. He shuffles awkwardly, even on the docks. So, you're a sailor? Yes, sir. I signed on about half a year back. The pay's decent, and the sight of the sun coming over at the sea, I wouldn't give that up for anything. He sighs. I just wish I'd asked around about the captain first. So what's the problem? Oh, thank you. They weren't lying, saying you're a kind-hearted sort. Who said that? He runs a hand through his hair nervously. It's the captain, or rather not the captain himself, but his chest. His sea chest. He keeps all his valuables in there, tucked away safely. I was unloading it with the rest of the things, what with us staying in port a couple of days, and he coughs. I might have gotten a little distracted. Marcino nods towards the buildings nearby. I wasn't gone long, just an hour at the salty mast. You got robbed? When I got back, the chest was gone. He sets a pleading to look on you. It really hasn't been that long. Whoever took it can't be too far. But the shift's changed, and I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look for it, and the captain will kill me if he hears of it. I get strung up on the yard arm. Could you get it back for me? I swear by the flame I'll make it worth your while. You can have my pay. I won't be spending it if Captain Fortunero finds out anyway. So any idea where the thieves might have taken the chest? Well, the chest itself is pretty heavy. Nobody I've asked has seen it getting carried around either. I figure they must have snuck it off somewhere nearby, just out of sight. They can't have gone far. There's a pretty good lock on it too, so I'm hoping they haven't got it open, unless they take an axe to it. I suppose. Oh gods, he takes a breath. If they got it open, I really am done for. Another task. All hands on desk. We need to find this missing crate. And it's right over here. No, it's not. We can't even open it.
Yes?
Can someone open it?
Ready, Watcher.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's the first locked chest we can't open. The locked thing. Interesting. So yeah, there's a new task, and now let's check the last part of Ondra's gift. And this will lead me to the lighthouse. There's
That woman
Nia.
expects people to sleep in a place like this?
Good day, stranger.
So, have you figured out what all the fuss is about? Not yet. Hold your horses. So yeah, that's it about Ondra's gift. We'll do all the tasks and quests. I got a lot by now. So I have to sort them out and see what to do first.